Hey everybody, it's Penny, and I have been challenged to do a live a day for the month of May. So anyways, my mentor, and we all know who he is, said, find a problem and fix it. And that's something that will be very valuable for your YouTube channel. And you know, I do have a YouTube channel, QD Berry Life, where I talk to you about my tips and tricks to be as successful as possible with your new bariatric surgery. Or in my case, a little bit year plus bariatric surgery. My high weight was 318. I'm currently at 230. And I've basically lost a high school cheerleader, and I need to lose another high school cheerleader. But I'm working on this, all work in progress. And so, like I said, my mentor said, find a problem and fix it. And one of the things that I've noticed is this lack of common knowledge about a lot of things. And one of the things that got us into our obese problem is the readily, easily available access to quick food. So fast foods, processed foods, freezer foods, you name it. We can just get our paws on just about anything. You want a salad, you grab a bag. You know, you want a pot pie, you grab something out of the freezer. You want some pizza, rolls, whatever. You want Chinese food, you pick up Grubhub. You know, there's so many easy ways to get food that we've actually lost our ability to really know a lot about our kitchen, how to prepare food, and a lot of things that used to be taught in home economics. Now, I actually have a degree in home economics with an emphasis in food science and nutrition. I graduated from Cal State University, Los Angeles, and it was my original goal to become a dietitian. And while I was doing that, I discovered the absolute last thing I wanted to do with my life was be a dietitian. So consequently, I ended up going into the food industry, and I did some R&D stuff and some various assorted other stuff. And I went to some culinary classes and blah blah blah. And so I ended up working at mailboxes, etc., to help make ends meet. Got recruited by UPS, and that started my illustrious career with the wonderful world of logistics, which is what I do now. So for this particular series for the month of May, I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over home economics kitchen basics. So I'm going to be teaching a few recipes. I'm going to go through some of my mom's recipes, and I'm going to be teaching you some things that you need to know about your kitchen, which I happen to be standing in right now is my kitchen. So the most important thing that every kitchen should come up with is a kitchen sink. Now, this is my kitchen sink, and as you can see, it's a good old-fashioned stainless steel sink, and you'll notice that I have these fun little catchers, and a lot of times you can actually get catchers that are wire mesh, but in my case I just have these. And it's really important to have those catchers because they catch all of the stuff that's on your plates, and instead of it going down your drain and causing arteriosclerosis in your piping, it actually goes in your garbage can or your compost heap or wherever you want to put it. But I highly recommend getting traps. And your kitchen sink is where you do your washing, your hand washing. It's where you get your water for a lot of your cooking. You can wipe it down with a little rag. You can polish it up. You can clean it with Barkeeper's Friend, which is your best for stainless steel. There's all kinds of good things you can do with your sink, but your most important thing that you should have in any house, any apartment, any place you live is a good kitchen sink. I'm very, very blessed that my husband installed this really, really nice so I can have it straight, I can have stream, that kind of stuff. Really, really nice. Super, super great. Now, the next thing, since we're going this way, we're going to talk about your stove. Now, another thing that every house should have is a stove. Yes. So this one is my oven. This is what's known as a stove top. Down here is what's known as your oven. And this is for cooking things like grilling, etc. And down here is for baking, etc. Now, a lot of houses do have a microwave oven. Microwave ovens in older homes, which were built prior to the 70s, your microwave will probably be on your counter. The last and final thing that every house should have, and we all know this one, is cold storage. So in this case, this is my refrigerator. We've got a fridge and we've got a freezer. And as you've seen it before, I got an extra freezer as well. So those are the basics that everybody should have in their house. And so when you're looking for a house and you're looking for a place to live or whatever, make sure that you have those very, very basics. You need to have a sink, and your sink is for cleaning, washing, taking care of things. If you got babies, bathe in your babies. Put a towel in the bottom, of course. Your oven is for cooking. Your cooktop is for cooking. We're going to be doing some recipes in the future, so you're going to see the oven being used. You're going to see the grill top being used as well. The microwave, like I said, you don't need to have a microwave, but if you want to have a microwave, then by all means have a microwave. It comes in really, really super handy. And then, of course, the last thing you need is some kind of cold storage. So whatever you have, choose to have, that's what it is. But getting back to the kitchen sink, in older homes, the kitchen sinks are usually made of porcelain or they're made with enamel. The more modern sinks, of course, are made out of the stainless steel. There's a lot of ways to clean them. Like I said, we've got the Barkeeper's Friend, which is really, really great, does a good job of cleaning things. Another thing that I want to talk about in regards to your sink is your garbage disposal. A lot of people have garbage disposal. They don't know what to do with them. They don't know how to keep them fresh. They don't know really how to use them, etc., etc. But the bottom line is, with a garbage disposal, what's really great is orange peels or lemon peels or lime peels. Whenever you use citrus, cut them up, and what's left over, just put a couple pieces down in your garbage disposal. Run it with hot water, and the acid in the lemon peel, as well as that orange oil or lemon oil or citrus oil, is going to help with disinfecting and actually making it smell really, really good. So that's something else that I highly recommend when it comes to your kitchen. So anyways, that's my little talk for today. So that's your number one live for May, and I'm talking about your kitchen. So for the whole month, I'm going to be talking about different things about your kitchen and important things to need to know. So remember, it's very important that you have a sink. It's very important that you have a working sink. In Texas, we have a lot of hard water, so it's very, very important that you have water softener. If you don't have a water softener, be prepared to have really bad plumbing bills in the future. But for the most part, most people down here understand that you need to have a water softener because our water is so hard. When it comes to having a stove, the stove that I have has a convection function, which means that it circulates air around the food, which helps it cook better, and it helps the heat get deeper into the food, which is really, really good, especially if you're doing something low and slow, like my mom's stay in bed stew recipe, which we're going to do eventually. And also a microwave. It's up to you whether or not you want one. I use it mostly for boiling water, and we are going to be doing a segment on boiling water, and then of course a place to store your cold food, so your refrigerator, freezer. We're also going to go through the pantry, and we're going to go about basic stuff. Other things that we're going to be discussing in this series is how to do a menu, how to buy produce, because I'm going to be showing you that because I've got good friends in the produce world, and I hope that you look forward to playing with these. I'm hoping, my goal is to have every one of these done somewhere between 6 and 7 p.m. So we'll see what happens. So it's my goal. So today, it's marked off the calendar. Boop, we're done. Bye.